Arizona White Mountains podcast special edition. I'm Birdman. We're hanging out here in the studio, and this has a little bit to do with the COVID-19, but a lot to do with food and food insecurity and the fact that we're an island that has food issues up here in Navajo County. I've got with me today Allison Hafner, and then of course I've got Lynn Lewis.
Yay.
How are you?
Good, very good.
So Lynn Lewis, you primarily, you've got a blue and bean shirt on there, but we're going to really talk about and dial down onto the food kitchen that you have.
The Love Kitchen.
Love Kitchen,
yep.
Yes, and what you do there. So explain to us, what is it that you do there?
So Love Kitchen is a soup kitchen or mass feeding kitchen by, the logistic term, if you will, and we provide a hot meal. We also, in emergency situations, provide food boxes. We've kind of backed away from that a little bit more so we can focus more on that hot meal for our community. Where there's so many wonderful agencies that give food throughout the months, we felt that it was just good to let them continue on with that mission and us feed that hot meal to our community.
Okay, so we're not in an emergency situation at the moment, but we definitely have a situation that could develop. I want to make sure people understand, first of all, Meals on Wheels have not shut down. There's been some rumor out there. They closed down the actual facility at the senior center where you could come in and have a meal, but the Meals on Wheels is still active. But what's going on now, and how can people help?
Right now, we are currently serving to-go. So we have where they can drive up right in front of the kitchen. We will take the food boxes out, the to-go containers, out to their car, and then they can take it home. If we're dealing with the homeless population or somebody that just doesn't have a place that they can sit down and eat, they're welcome to come in and sit at our tables. We're trying to keep those crowds to a minimum, though, so we're really encouraging people just grab and go. I see our future dilemma is going to be the actual boxes that we put food in. We've had a few donations that we've put right into those to-go containers, but that's going to run out. We're going to run out of the to-go containers. We're going to run out of plasticware, napkins, whatever we send those meals with. So that's my immediate concern. And then bleach, believe it or not, bleach is just something that we are down to a minimum as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. So those kind of things we can donate and bring in if you've got that. So it's something that you could utilize and use right now.
Absolutely.
Okay. So any other things that we should be focusing upon?
Yes. So during COVID-19 or any type of an emergency, we have to understand that we live in a food desert. So establishments like the Love Kitchen are very, very valuable to our area where a lot of people do not get the opportunity to have a hot meal or eat at all. We are 30% poverty rate, and we have 11,000 children in poverty just in Navajo County, tribal and non-tribal members. A lot of the schools have a summer feeding program that they do during the summer. And I reached out to the state, and they're going to come up and open the summer feeding program up here on the 23rd of May to start getting to those children that don't eat. Sadly, it's an extreme amount of children in our communities that don't get this food or these opportunities to eat. There's programs that happen like in Snowflake. There is a girl named Kaylee who does a food program out there. Snowflake is coming together, I hear, and doing and getting food in and having people provide food that's easy to open for kids. For instance, what's an easy opening container like yogurt. Or,
Right.
Fruit, and as long as they can pull it off. Because a lot of the kids might not have a microwave or some way of cooking it, and a lot of them are very young. So the best thing to do during this time, because a lot of people want to help. Some people, I think that if you've been exposed to anything or if you're sick at all, no matter what it is, you should stay at home. However, if you are able to help and you want to do something, it's about stocking these areas. So the Love Kitchen, like she said, what she needs is those to-go boxes to get food out there. If you want to start delivering food, Rob brought up Meals on Wheels. If you want to get involved with Meals on Wheels and be a deliverer to go out and be able to get food to those individuals. If you're at home and you have somebody in your neighborhood who lives next door to you or maybe down the street and you know that they're having a hardship and you know that they can't make ends meet, an extra food, cook a little bit more, and then just drop it off at their doorsteps. Because we have such a high vulnerable population in Navajo County, we're going to need to help them. And again, the reason we wanted to do this is so you knew where to give. The Love Kitchen does great things. And what areas do you serve?
We actually serve Navajo and a portion of Apache County, so we've got a pretty wide reach. We are hoping to work with some agencies, and we haven't confirmed that, so I can't name them yet, but some local businesses, I should say, that want to help with distributing food, maybe out to Honda, where we have a satellite site that we can just load up a vehicle with a ton of meals and have our Apache County come and just meet at Honda and pick up from there. And that way they're not having to come all the way to the Love Kitchen and save that extra interaction and whatnot.
What about people helping to make food or volunteers?
So a lot of our volunteers are actually in the 55 plus range. So I see that potentially becoming a problem, and that's what they should do. If they need to stay home where they feel safe and take care of themselves, that's what's going to need to happen. So maybe some of the younger group can get together and we can pull together and get those foods made. You know, we open as early as 8:30 in the morning. We begin serving the public at 11:30. Right now that's fluctuate, you know, we can fluctuate that because of what we're dealing with. So we typically serve until 1 o'clock. And, you know, as long as we have those containers to get that food out, we can serve as many people as we need.
That's awesome. And what do you do about produce? How are you getting produce? How does that work? I'm just
So
curious.
right now we're the Feeding America recipients. So we pick out and rescue food from Walmart, from Safeway, and from Eddie's Country Market. I think the produce is eventually going to run out. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been to Safeway or
Yeah,
Walmart.
if you've watched anything online, there's a lot of empty shelves.
Yes, so Safeway's pretty bare even right now too. But as long as we're getting that produce in, we're trying to prepare a nutritional while hot meal for these people. So.
Okay.
Okay, so contact the Love Kitchen directly. You can do that. We'll put links down, and Siri wants to help though. But so contact them directly. We'll put the information down below. Meals on Wheels will get you the information on that as well. It's Sholo Meals on Wheels. You can find them on Facebook. Love Kitchen, obviously, on Facebook as well. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
That's going to be it for this special edition. Just remember, follow us here on any of the social media accounts. If you have a question, reach out and we'll get you an answer as quickly as possible. I'm Birdman reminding you, if I don't see you around town, get you right here on the web.